All right, what's good? What's good? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. We are live once again. What's good, Raygun? Yep, we're going to be solo flossing the dungeons in just a minute. What's good, do Brex? What's up, my zombie inside? Welcome on in. What's good, Jay Lockley? We got some big news to cover. My God, some crazy stuff went down yesterday on Twitter. We'll be covering this. Ex-Bungie and Halo composer Marty O'Donnell gets disinvited to a Halo 25 reunion. Dungeon time and news, that's right. Any good builds with the GOA armor? I'm not sure. Haven't looked into it. First like, let's go. Thank you, Ezra Red. What's good, Palpatine? All right. Let's jump into this news story. It's time. It is time. It is time.
My money don't jiggle jiggle.
Snowman!
You wiggle wiggle.
With the Prime sub and 2 months. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you, Snowman. Let's go. W's in the chat for Snowman. Thank you. Thank you. All right, here we go. We're going to jump into this news story. I want to get your opinion on it. It's going to be a spicy one, so be prepared. It's go time. That's good. Got all that fixed. Good, good, good. An ex-Bungie legend has been disinvited to a Halo 25-year reunion, and the reason why is shocking everyone on the internet right now. This is the news story. This is what everyone's chirping about. We got 1.3 million views in 24 hours, so this is a big one, especially in the Bungie category on Twitter. This comes to us from ex-Halo composer Marty O'Donnell, who brought us, that iconic soundtrack, and afterwards he left Bungie, got enshrined into this like crazy legal battle, and he won, actually, believe it or not, he won. I believe it was some of the rights to the music that he made while he was at Bungie. It's a lot of drama, okay? Marty he's not a noob to the drama, that's for sure. In fact, there was a bunch of other crazy stories that went around about him after the fact with, basically, you don't want to invite Marty to a party. That's what the gist of it was. But today's event is something else. Marty dropped this bombshell yesterday, and it says, "I'm very disappointed that SAC Anime has disinvited me from a Halo 25 reunion at their conference next month. If you thought we defeated cancel culture in 2024, guess again." Okay, so here's the message that he shares with this. "Hey, Marty, the promoter for SAC Anime has shared that his LGBTQ staff does not feel comfortable if you attend the event. Based on your recently reported statements of the political campaign, they have rescinded their invitation to not cause any further staff upset. Feel free to give blank or I a call for any further discussion." So now the big debate is this actual cancel culture, as Marty is calling it out, or is this consequences for things that he said online, right? So it's turned into a big tug of war. Obviously, people are going to argue based on their, political leanings, but I think that it's worth diving in and seeing, You know, what exactly did he say? What exactly did he do that is sort of warranting this level of backlash? There's an entire article written about it. Here we got geeksandgamers.com. They said Halo composer Marty O'Donnell canceled by convention after former Kamala Harris account misrepresents comments. So the claim is that he said something and it's being misrepresented, and then that's being weaponized and used against him. So kind of a tough situation, but also shows just how diabolical politics is, right? As soon as you get involved in politics, the mudslinging, the warfare, the drama, I mean, political drama, like Bungie drama and Destiny drama, you think that's bad, right? Like you've seen it all on this channel with the rise and fall of Bungie over the years. That is nothing. That is, elementary compared to political drama. Political drama, in terms of the drama hierarchy, that is the magnum opus of all drama. You don't want to go there. Okay, it's a dark place. Halo composer and Republican congressional candidate Marty O'Donnell says he has been disinvited from the upcoming SAC anime convention after LGBTQ staff members reportedly objected to his appearance over his political comments. Comments that were previously portrayed by a Kamala Harris aligned social media account as calling for the persecution of LGBTQ people. Obviously, it's a pretty rough claim, right? Like, if that's what they're saying online. There is one significant problem with the characterization. O'Donnell never called for LGBTQ plus people to be persecuted in the comments being cited. So this is the post. And so now it's kind of turned into, is he being misquoted? Is he being fairly quoted? Is it fine for people to not want to be around him if they're in the LGBTQ community? Should that make it so he's not invited to the Halo event? I mean, after all, he was one of the originals that worked on Halo. It's turned into just quite the conversation, that's for sure. But let's get into the exact details of what he said or what he didn't say so we can, judge that based on the evidence that's, basically being used against him here, right? In the court of public opinion. Yeah, O'Donnell revealed his removal from the convention in an X post on Tuesday, August 11th. And there it is. We covered that before. The former Bungie composer, whose work alongside Michael Salvatore helped create the iconic sound of the Halo franchise, included a screenshot of a message explaining why his invitation had been apparently rescinded. Based on your recently reported statements of the political campaign, they have to rescind their invitation to not cause any further staff upset. The wording, quote, recently reported statements is particularly notable given the controversy that erupted around O'Donnell's comments less than a month ago. So here's what he actually said. On July 17th, the verified headquarters account on X, formerly associated with the Kamala Harris campaign's Kamala HQ operation, posted a clip of O'Donnell appearing on the WDW Pro show. The account made an explosive accusation against him. This is what it said. Unearthed Trump-endorsed Nevada GOP candidate Marty O'Donnell calls for persecuting LGBTQ plus people and treating them as an existential threat, which is an absolutely insane claim. Like, if that's what someone said, like, that's obviously pretty terrible. But here's what he said in this video. Let's watch this here.
A lot of that money flowing in to help democratic socialism when you have a very different vision for the future for the country. And I think if people had been listening to you inside Bungie, Bungie would be in a better place. What do you think might be a better place for America going forward than what we are watching from some sections of the East and West Coast?
Talk about an existential threat. This is where we are right now. We are on the cliff looking down into the abyss, and the abyss is Marxism. It's anti-Western philosophy. There's a weird alliance of all these groups that are, like to pretend like they're oppressed. So the LGBTQ plus people, the Islamists, the Marxists, they're all together now.
Interesting. Obviously, political conversations are pretty heated. I mean, you listen to some political stuff on one side of the spectrum, the other, and you're going to hear this. This is honestly, there's nothing that crazy or that bizarre from anyone that's a Republican candidate at this stage. I mean, honestly, it's a little bit more tame than what you see from some people out there. But it seemed kind of like he was talking more about ideas than the actual people. And I don't know, it didn't seem like what he said was extremely well phrased in this comment here. So this is what he said. Oh, and then
A lot of that money flowing in.
so this is the whole clip. Good. Yeah. So we watched the whole thing. Speaking about what he views as an ideological threat facing Western society, O'Donnell said, talk about an existential threat. This is where we are right now. We are on the cliff looking down into the abyss, and the abyss is Marxism. It's anti-Western philosophy. There's a weird alliance of all these groups who like to pretend they're oppressed. The LGBTQ plus people, the Islamists, the Marxists, they're all together now. So basically, just talking about how he doesn't like the anti-Western philosophy and, characterizing them as being, perceiving themselves as being oppressed. And I don't know, it's a pretty, standard, Republican perspective, I would say, more than anything. I don't know. Doesn't seem that inflammatory. Maybe I've just become desensitized, spending too much time on the internet, listening to crazy people say things on both sides of the political spectrum. What everyone thinks of O'Donnell's argument, headquarters didn't simply criticize his words, it attributed a position to him that he did not express. Most glaringly, O'Donnell does not call for persecuting LGBTQ plus people anywhere in the quoted remarks, which I think is an important part there. There's no call for persecution of anyone at all. Furthermore, O'Donnell explicitly identifies the abyss he is discussing as Marxism and anti-Western philosophy. Headquarters Post transforms that argument into the considerably more inflammatory allegation that O'Donnell wants LGBT people to be persecuted and considers them specifically an existential threat. Those are two very different statements, and I agree with that characterization based on the clip that we saw there. O'Donnell's political career makes the accusation even more significant. This isn't simply an online fight involving an iconic video game composer. O'Donnell is currently the Republican nominee for Nevada's 3rd Congressional District after winning the Republican primary in June. He'll face Democratic incumbent Rep. Susie Lee in November. Reuters characterized NV03 as a key battleground district that could play a role in determining control of the House of Representatives. O'Donnell also received President Donald Trump's endorsement during the Republican primary. President Trump described O'Donnell as a world-class composer and entrepreneur while giving him his complete and total endorsement. That political context makes the Headquarters Post much more consequential than an ordinary social media dispute. An account with roots in Democratic presidential campaign messaging made a highly inflammatory claim about an opposing party's congressional candidate, and now O'Donnell is reporting professional consequences stemming from his, quote, recently reported statements. Man, this is crazy. This is what I'm saying when it comes to politics. People like to say, I see this like in every video I ever talk about with like Bungie. They like to do the go woke, go broke comments. And what I really think is interesting about this is that when you go political, regardless of your political standings, right, especially in video games, it's just an absolute war zone out there, And so some people, I mean, clearly not Marty, but some people just keep their political beliefs to themselves because they don't even want to deal with all the backlash. They're like, you know what? I'm just going to vote the way I want to vote and think the way I think. And, I'm not really worried about posting it all over social media and dealing with, one side or the other screaming at you and trying to tear you all apart. You see it every day on Twitter, man. Twitter is crazy. If you want to see the actual crazy people on Twitter, search politics on Twitter. Read the replies. Marty O'Donnell responds in an exclusive statement provided to Geeks and Gamers. O'Donnell revealed that his appearance at SAC Anime had been in the works since January and said the convention had even asked him to record a promotional video for the event just 2 weeks before his invitation was rescinded. O'Donnell also directly addressed the controversy surrounding his existential threat remarks, arguing that his comments have been twisted by his political opponents and alleging that his removal from SAC Anime was ultimately motivated by his Republican congressional campaign. So this is his statement. He says, in January, I was invited to attend a Halo reunion at SAC Anime over Labor Day weekend in Sacramento, California. I was excited to attend with so many stars, including Jen Taylor, Steve Downs, to celebrate the 25th anniversary of Halo with all of our fans. They even asked me to record a video promoting my attendance 2 weeks ago. After SAC Anime made numerous announcements of my attendance over this last weekend, I was told I was being disinvited because I called Marxism an existential threat. They have removed me from their website and deleted all of their posts on social media promoting my appearance. My existential threat comment has been twisted by my political opponents over the last few weeks, and anyone who saw the video knows that to be true. That is why I know it's not why I have been pulled from SAC Anime. I was pulled because I am a Republican candidate for office. Funny enough, SAC Anime's decision proves my point. Silencing the opposition is a key component of Marxism, and that is one reason why Marxism is an existential threat to our country. Wow, so it came full circle there. I genuinely believed we had put an end to cancel culture after the 2024 election, but that was just the end to what AOC called Woke 1 earlier this week. Woke 2 is here, and it is just as eager to silence and destroy conservatives as Woke 1. Oh, God. Unfortunately for them, I can't be silenced. I will continue to use my voice to speak out against the threats our country faces, especially from Marxists who seek to destroy the United States. Wow. This thing is getting deep fast, you know? O'Donnell's statement also provides additional context to the timeline. According to him, SAC Anime wasn't merely planning his appearance months in advance. The convention was still actively promoting his participation and requesting promotional material from him as recently as 2 weeks ago. So yeah, you had Jen Taylor. This is the voice of Cortana. They made a video talking about how excited they were to hang out with Marty O'Donnell. Now this hasn't aged very well. It's got awkward. O'Donnell's removal came after his participation in the Halo reunion had already been publicly promoted by another major figure from the franchise. Jen Taylor, the longtime voice actress behind Cortana, previously posted a video to Instagram discussing the upcoming SAC Anime reunion and expressing her excitement that O'Donnell would be joining her and several other Halo cast members at the convention. This is what they had to say.
Friends, hi, it's me. It's Jen Taylor, voice of Cortana, Dr. Halsey, Joyeuse in Halo, Princess Peach and Toad in some of the Mario Brothers games, Zoe in Left 4 Dead, Salem in Ruby, Go Volume 10. And I'm going to be at SAC Anime Summer, September 4th through the 6th, Friday, September 4th through the 6th, at the Union Convention Center in Sacramento. You can go to sacanime.com to get information about tickets and find out who all is going to be there. It's going to be a Halo reunion of sorts. Steve Downs, Jeff Steitzer, voice of God, Tim Dodabo, Guilty Spark, and Marty O'Donnell, the men behind the music, and casting us. He cast us all. Yay, go Marty. Anyway, we're all going to be at SAC Anime September 4th to 6th. Can't wait to see you there.
All right, so there it is. That was their opinion of Mario. Oh, God. He's been removed from the website for the celebration of Halo's 25th anniversary. O'Donnell is hardly an incidental guest. He was one of the central creative figures responsible for establishing the identity of the original games, and the music he created with Michael Salvatore remains inseparable from the franchise. Yikes. So basically, they wanted him to send a video in first supporting SAC Anime while not wanting him to go. Well, they originally invited him, right? They're kind of doing this Halo reunion thing, 25-year reunion. And of course, they're going to send invites to everyone that's, worked on the project. And Marty gets the invite. They want him to promote it, if possible, to, build up the attendance. And then it seems like the staff that are running the event don't like his comments that were potentially misquoted. Kind of depends on how you interpret it, I guess. I mean, from my opinion, it didn't seem like that wasn't nearly as bad as it's being misquoted, but maybe you have a different opinion. And so then they decide to like remove him, which, it's pretty crazy. And even afterwards, he makes a statement clarifying that like he actually was not calling for that in his first statement, which clearly didn't say it anyways. So it's like you would think after the follow-up statement that they would rescind their cancellation of it, but I don't know. The fact that there's even a follow-up is kind of crazy. It's really creating some big drama with this, right? Like his whole thing is not what's even being held against him, like his words are being misconstrued. The issue here isn't whether O'Donnell's political opponents like his views. The issue is whether those opponents accurately represented what he said. They didn't. O'Donnell argued that Western society faces an ideological threat from Marxism and anti-Western philosophy and described what he sees as an alliance between LGBT activists, Islamists, and Marxists. Headquarters transformed that argument into a claim that O'Donnell, quote, calls for persecuting LGBTQ people and treats them as an existential threat. Yeah, that's a crazy misquote for sure. Those words carry an entirely different meaning. O'Donnell never called for LGBT people to be persecuted. He never advocated punishing them, stripping them of their rights, or taking any action against them whatsoever. In fact, when O'Donnell invoked an existential threat, he immediately explained what he was talking about: the abyss of Marxism, its anti-Western philosophy. That is literally what he said. Like he's talking about ideas, right? Not about specific people, which I think is a key distinction here. Context isn't ambiguous, yet the much more inflammatory characterization of his remarks presented O'Donnell as a congressional candidate advocating the persecution of a group of Americans, an accusation far more extreme than anything he actually said. And now the controversy has moved beyond political mudslinging on social media. O'Donnell made a political argument. That argument was subsequently portrayed by a prominent political social media account as a call to persecute people. Then O'Donnell was informed that he was no longer welcome at a major convention because of the way his political statements had been reported. This is precisely why accurately quoting people matters. Damn. This isn't merely a disagreement over political rhetoric anymore. A demonstrably more inflammatory version of O'Donnell's remarks entered the public conversation, and O'Donnell is now facing professional consequences amid the resulting controversy. Whatever Sack Anime thinks of O'Donnell's politics, it should be making decisions based on what he actually said, not on words that somebody else put in his mouth. How do you feel about Marty O'Donnell being canceled from Sack Anime? Pretty crazy. It's interesting to me that people who claim that the right side is intolerant is actually just intolerant towards them. Lack of self-awareness to the max. Victim culture is a cancer to society, says Savage in the chat. The part that's tough about this, more than anything, is that the misquote probably gets a lot more attention. There's a thing that's been said, which is that I feel like people on social media, and you can see this time and time again, I've talked about this a few times, which is that if the lie is more interesting than the truth, then that's the thing that generally gets a lot of attention, right? And it's especially prominent when things are said in a way that's, I don't even know, like ideas and things that are, articulate and like require some thinking, like when you're talking about, what is the downfall of Western civilization, and you're talking about Marxism and like these different, ideological beliefs and stuff like that, and existential threats and stuff, right? Like you're talking about, things that require some thinking a little bit. And so to reduce these things to, calls for persecuting, Americans is obviously, it's a pretty ridiculous mischaracterization. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating that this type of thing even happens. I imagine it's frustrating even for him because, it's one thing if you have a different political belief than someone else, right? Like if you're team Democrat or if you're team Republican, we all have to learn to coexist, and most of us, I think, do an okay job with it, as much as it doesn't seem that way on like Twitter. But like, most of us don't really have like a big meltdown if you go to the grocery store and someone's, I don't know, wearing a freaking MAGA hat, or if they're wearing a freaking LGBTQ flag pin on their chest or something. Like, I don't know, it doesn't really like, you just don't see it like it, it being that big. Most of us can coexist, like we understand that, right? Part of the problem is that social media can make money and build clicks and, you know, create crazy controversies that out of seemingly nothing, taking people that are, they're conservative like him and kind of turning them into extremists and turning his statements into extreme statements. Whereas what I think he said doesn't really seem that extreme, right? It really doesn't seem that extreme. And so it's unfortunately, this is just a byproduct of like politics at large, though. Right now, like it happens pretty frequently from both sides of the spectrum too. I'm not saying that it's specifically one or the other. Like it does kind of go both ways. I'm no one's keeping a tally necessarily of like who's done it more, but it does happen, and it's it comes down to people doing accurate reporting, right? And not trying to be so inflammatory or, I don't know, rage bait people. But it's a crazy time. It's a crazy time. Social media is a very interesting, like, added piece to all of this, because it basically takes the more extreme opinions. And I feel like the more extreme you are, the more attention and more clicks you get. Like if the title is just like, Marty O'Donnell has an opinion, here's his opinion, no one really cares, but if Marty O'Donnell has an extreme opinion, oh, it's like, that's kind of where things get crazy. Then we had other people chiming in, right? Quote tweeting this, right? We had obviously Marty O'Donnell's post, 1.3 million. We got Commander Carl here with probably the most notable quote tweet, which he says, Marty, you know exactly why they rescinded the invitation. You publicly attached yourself to a political movement whose rhetoric has made LGBTQ people feel increasingly unwelcome, and then expressed surprise when an event with LGBTQ staff decided they weren't comfortable having you there. That's not cancel culture, that's consequences. I grew up with your music. It was a huge part of my life. That's what makes this so disappointing. Sometimes you really do have to separate the art from the artist. Now, this guy has been getting absolutely destroyed in the replies because, as we said before, the key detail here is this comment made from headquarters. This is the key detail here. It's really not Marty O'Donnell being disinvited for just being a Republican. It's more, did Marty O'Donnell say this? And if he did, then that's an extremist opinion, and therefore he's canceled, for the extreme opinion. The problem is this is not really accurate. So now you have other people chiming in, and they're mischaracterizing the situation, and they are turning it into they're basically straw manning themselves, which is the most hilarious part, is that they're taking an articulate, debate and dumbing it down to the most stupid, like the most dumb, reductive version of it, and saying that you were not invited to a Halo 25-year reunion because you are a Republican, which is absolutely fucking insane, right? Like, you should, what? Even if you are in the LGBTQ community, or, you're, on that side or whatever, right? Like, we have to coexist, right? Like you have to go to the grocery store, you have to go to the DMV. Like there's going to be people there that just think differently from you. It's not persecution, or, it's not causing you harm to be in the presence of people that have diverse opinions from you. Like, what are we even saying right here? This guy got absolutely destroyed in the replies, dude. This guy, he got obliterated. He goes on to say, the irony in this post is that the venue's reasoning, staff's discomfort, completely fucking reasonable given the climate. So their discomfort with him being a Republican is completely reasonable for one of the founders of the IP Halo to be removed from the 25-year reunion. That's pretty interesting. This is exactly the kind of free association and consequences logic that gets celebrated when it cuts the other direction. A private convention deciding who to platform is about as market-driven as it gets. Then they go, time to mute and move on. I've underestimated how much of a swamp-ass infested shithole this platform has really become, which I think is kind of the icing on this whole shit cake of a post in general, which is just that, you're getting destroyed in the replies. And so you're just like, you know what? You're all stupid and I'm right. Just like the worst way to approach an argument or any bit of discourse, just going the ad hominem route. You're dumb. I'm smart. I win. Like, and muted and silenced, right? It's like, all right, well, someone said that's what victim culture is, misrepresenting everything as a victim. Well, there's always a motive for homophobia. Usually it's just closet cases. Look at JD Vance. Nobody can take him seriously with that man. Okay. You got, as soon as as soon as we start talking about anything political, the comments do get crazy around here. And to be fair, this isn't a video to, you know, like persuade you one direction or the other to any sort of political beliefs, right? We're just talking about this topic because it's fascinating that this happened, I guess. Like, what a bizarre thing that Marty O'Donnell gets disinvited to the Halo 25-year reunion. And largely, it kind of depends on how was he removed because of this, misquote, or was he removed just because he's a Republican, right? That's kind of the idea. And of course, it's going to be, hit the stratosphere of views and impressions because anytime people can jump in with their, different political perspectives, they love to, right? And that's fine. This guy came in swinging hard against Commander Carl. Grum says Commander Carl comes out in support of cancel culture and deplatforming Halo composer Marty O'Donnell. This is not 2020, and people are sick of this type of social justice BS. You are not unsafe because someone has a different opinion from you. You are uncomfortable, and if that's a problem, you are a child. And children should not be running conventions or making political decisions. This guy's going ham out here. He got massive blowback from this, but instead of acknowledging it, he wrote everybody off as toxic. Time to mute and move on. I've underestimated how much of a swamp-ass infested shithole this platform has really become. No, Carl, you would have no problem back in Twitter days when your people were able to post and get people banned at whim who disagreed with them. Just because you are seeing the real opinions now doesn't mean the platform has become toxic. It means you were never really the popular opinion to begin with. I would quote tweet, but this sensitive snowflake has me blocked. Oh, God. Oh, man. And it's going to go on and on and on. Of course, there's going to be many more conversations about it, but what do you think about it? Do you think that Marty O'Donnell was canceled and it was due to his political affiliation, or do you think that he was quoted appropriately or even misquoted and that's the main focus? Either way, it's pretty crazy that he's even clarified his stance and basically not necessarily backpedaled, but he clarified that, his stance was not as extreme as he's being quoted, which I think is a key detail to all of this. Like if someone ever quotes you or posts a clip of you saying something and you not rescind, but you at least like add commentary and add context and clarify that, hey, I'm not trying to say some extremist opinion here. This was just my opinion of where Western society is going or whatever. Like, I think that alone should warrant, some clarification and should warrant some, I guess, understanding and tolerance, right? It's a crazy time, though. What a crazy time. I would not have expected this to be big news and happen, but, that's the way it is on the internet. Every day it's something new, I swear. So make sure you're subscribed, and we'll keep you up to date on all the craziness. What's it going to be tomorrow? Someone said, I just want Destiny 3. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, what's all this about? I just want Destiny 3. Thing is that words no longer work. All the ism, is, and phobias no longer work. Same for people being called a Nazi or racist no longer has an effect. It's been overused for everything today. There is a lot of those charged words being used because they grab people's attention, you know? I think that, you know, from my own personal opinion, you know, I like when we try to get along in some ways because you know, regardless of what you think, if you agree with Marty O'Donnell or if you or disagree, if you're on the other side of the political spectrum or whatever it may be, you know, we are going to have to coexist. You know, we're going to have to be around each other, and we should try to, you know, coexist in a way that's somewhat peaceful and harmonious. You know, I feel like if we just literally hate other people because they think differently, you know, it's kind of odd. And to be fair, we might think differently than the other political party, but we think a lot more alike most of the time. Not always, but most of the time we think more alike than we realize. It just feels like it's so divided, but you know, there's usually a lot of commonalities. So I always find it a bit silly when we feel like we're just so completely polar opposites in some ways, but it does feel like the political divide in these later years right now, like in the last maybe 5 years or so, has gotten wider. Like it feels like people are, you know, less tolerant than ever before. They're more inflammatory. They're more frustrated with the other side. And I don't know, man. I kind of I wish it would tone down a little bit in some ways because it feels like it's fucking an absolute war zone with politics lately. It's fucking crazy out there, dude. Social media has made people rabid. Yeah, social media definitely has made people absolutely rabid. I agree with that 100%. And it's crazy. I think that social media has been probably so it has some positives, but it's mostly a net negative for politics because now you can just post your opinions and be as crazy as possible, and you can be anonymous. Whereas before, you know, like 10, 20 years ago, maybe even, right? If you wanted to share your opinions, you know, you kind of had to be like a public, you know, show your face and like everyone, you know, talk about it like that. Nowadays, people are like anonymous and kind of brings out the worst in people, I swear. We need science to hurry up and make a time machine, send me back to the 90s. I don't even know what time zone I'd want or time frame I'd want to be put back into. I'm not sure. Put me in the future where Destiny 3 comes out. That's where I want to go. The mold keyboard warriors, yeah. It's crazy. It is crazy. All right, let's get it started. Let's get it cooking. We got some solo flawlesses to do. Yes, sir. It's time. All right. There's only 3 left. Sundered, Vespers, and Equilibrium. Sundered is today. Crash and I finally beat Vespers host for the first time last night. It's our first attempt as a 2-man. Bit rough, we got done. Very nice. What gear are you chasing? I'm chasing solo flawless on every dungeon with my OP Titan build. Most of these people missed all of the bulletin board flame wars. What is that? I've never even heard of that. Bulletin board flame wars? Flame wars? Solo flawless sundered doctrine. I don't even remember this dungeon. All I remember is the boss room because there's a picture of the boss room on it. Bulletin boards were the original social media platforms. Were they really? Interesting. I'm not that old. I'm not as old as you guys out there, right? You bunch of old geezers out there watching this. Retired folk out there. I can't wait to be retired, though. That'd be awesome. If you were retired, that just means you wake up and just play video games all day? Damn. How do I retire? I retired at the age of 36. God damn. That's the dream life right there. I have to be a walking stick. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, most streamers, they try to sell their audience like... They'll try to sell their audience like gamer subs, stuff like that. I got such an old audience though, I gotta sell my audience like AARP and like Golden Crow stuff, you know? Like I'm gonna sell some fucking Gold Bond. Use code Lucky10P. Got the old gamers in here. I respect it though. That's what's at. It's okay. It's just, you know, us old people, we gotta stick together. There ain't too many of us left out here. Right? We gotta band together. What do I want to use in this even? I feel like I'm probably just like tractor cannon stuff. Why not? Alright. Pyramid stop Guardian. Nuh-uh, I don't think so. Pyramid not stop me. Me stop Pyramid. Alright, what do we got up here? Worship darkness? The Hive worship the darkness, dude. That's what that is. These guys kind of hit hard. It is the Hive. What is considered old these days? That's a good question. I mean, if the average life expectancy is 79, right? So like, you're like 70. Like, imagine everyone lives to the average life expectancy, 79, right? So then, like, if you're 78, like you have a year left, right? So you're definitely old. If you're in your 70s, then you're in your last decade, right? So you're definitely old there as well. Right? Halo 3, if you played Halo 3, you are old. I'm kidding. No. Got that, got that. What's this guy speaking over here? This guy's speaking some Spanish over here. Said some fucking chingada tu madre. Like, well, damn. Hard to believe we are closer to 2040 than we are to 2007. That's an interesting statement. Place this thing. Get out of the way. This dude, way too much spinning. Oh my god. Oh my god, get out of here. Holy crap. These guys are no joke. That's it then. It's connected. Yeah. Something. The Witch Queen? Pyramid? Pyramid stop, Savathun? Shouldn't there be like a second Grim guy then? How exactly did the pyramid stop Savathun? I missed out on something. Miss run around Ion Titan, where you're about to go back. About to go back, Project Sunrise, dude. It's going down. Huge. Where's that freaking guy at? There he is. The truth speaker, Guardian. Where is Guardian at? Guardian kill? Guardian kill Destiny 2? What is it going to be actually? Guardian kill what? Guardian give? Why does it have the Guardian symbol above this right now? Where's the Guardian symbol above this? What the hell? What the fuck? Wait, that can't be right. Since when did they start doing that? Wait a damn minute. Oh wait, the Guardian symbol, that's the fucking, that's the guy. My bad. I have, Guardian kill witness. Yes, Guardian kill witness. Okay, so we're gonna use this first lens on Guardian. So witness is that one back there, so that has to be like, this has to be witness. Kill. Kill. So this is Guardian, so let's get this one set up. So I think I have to use this one for this. Wait a second. Wait a second. You're being annoying. You're being really annoying. Okay, kill. So I have to light up those two rooms, and then I have to light up the witness room. Can this guy light up that back room? I guess he has to, right? What can you do? He can go there. He can go there. Go there. Oh. He can go there? Oh, shit. Let's do that then. I didn't even know he could go here. What? Can you rotate more? Go over there, yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. This. Oh shit. Fucker. You guys are so annoying. Go to throw the freaking hammer at you, and you guys just, you're too small and you move too much. God, I need more melee damage. I'm really not doing enough damage. Alright, so Guardian, and then we need Kill. So we rotate this. Gotcha. So they spawn in a different Grim every time, so it would seem like. So that way you can decrypt it. I literally cannot hit these fuck guys, they strafe too much. Alright, and then the last one is Witness, which we are going to do over here. Yep. Takes a few more steps, but we're good then. Dude, just get out of the way. Oh my god. Holy annoying. What? Throw the hammer. Oh my god, my fucking my button is broken. What the hell is this? Look. Look at, see the hit screen? I can't throw the hammer. What is happening? This game is trying to cost my freaking flawless. That is insanity. Look, you guys. Right, got this part done. Huge. Nice, little tier 5. Love to see it. Actually, I was just using this not too long ago. God damn, this is not bad. Sheesh. Right. Alright, that first area done. It's good. I genuinely don't remember this dungeon though, so like I'm actually kind of re-solving this. This is basically like my blind clear. Where am I going? There's no way. Dude. Oh, I'm actually lost. I'm lost. What the hell? How do I plan on tackling the next boss? I don't know. Probably just throw hammers at him, you know? When in doubt, just throw some fucking hammers at him. Till they keel over. Seems to be the strat. Dude, there's no way I'm actually this lost. Oh, good. Oh shit, I remember there was a strat where you could get through this pretty fast. I will not be following that strat. I will be doing the slow and painful route. Oh no, I remember where I'm at now. Kind of. No, I'm not worried about the chest. I will be putting on a sword so I can get through this faster. Yeah, at least they give you a good one from doing this one, right? Finality's Augur. It's a good one. Oh, shit. That scared the crap out of me. I forget what it was you had to do. You had to, like, push a thing. Oh my god, this is embarrassing. You had to, like, shoot a thing and, like, opened it, right? What was it again? Oh, this is bad. Well, this is real bad. Someone said hop down. I'm not hopping down. Oh, yeah, to like jump down on this thing, right? That's what it was, right? That's what it was. That opens the door. This isn't the thing. This is just the door to this like secret room. Oh, that's right. There it is. I forgot what the puzzle was for this one. Fuck, this is actually crazy for getting this. Like you had to like kill the wizard and they like basically tell you which one to do. Killing the wizard makes so you can pick up this heightened knowledge, and then that makes it the number of times that you need to spin it. So it's like you're like here, you shoot that, and it changes the direction of that. The heightened knowledge helps you to activate it. But let's see, the knowledge lets, or the knowledge lets you know which one it is. So it's love, worship. So I'm gonna need 2 knowledge, brimming knowledge. And then I'm going to go up here, I'm going to activate it, and it's going to go from this to that. So the love is activated. And then we need worship next. Worship is that direction, so I need to change the direction of it. Shooting that changes the direction to worship. I put 1 in, but I need 1 more. Alright, since they buffed Anarchy, Anarchy is probably pretty good at this, right? They like buffed Anarchy, right? So I'm thinking Anarchy, and then we were missling before, but this time I'll just throw hammers. And then I don't even know what else is good. I guess I could just fusion or snipe. Mostly I just want to focus on survivability more than anything. Haven't tried Anarchy. Anarchy was good back in the day. I don't know about it anymore, but back in the day it was absolutely peak. Crazy, I have maximum melee that I can use with this build, and it's not enough. It's literally not enough. I'm like too weak against these guys, but I guess I just have to like SMG them more. Alright, here goes something. Am I gonna cheese the boss? I don't know. What's the cheese? I'm trying to do it legit. I don't remember anything about this though. This is gonna be absolutely rough. Or there was like 4 symbols you had to put the thing in. And if you put the 4 symbols in, then it would like push you to the damage, right? It was like kill. It was like all kill, right? When the lock set progress hits, you need like all kill, I believe. So I got this one. It's stop, 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 then kill? Oh, really? Whoa. Oh, that was bad. That was not good. Only 85 more phases left, boys. We got this. Lock in, lock in. What? I did too much. Not more ogres. Not more ogres. Leave me alone. The amount of ogres is too damn high. Fuck it. It's been 84 years. Oh my god. That's not good, sir. That's not good, senor. There's 8 million freaking hive out here. There's still damage? Oh wait, no, 3 damage. This is gonna be the most chaotic clear of all time. No, why? Why? Why you do this? I was literally right there. This is bad. I repeat, this is not going as intended. Not even slightly. God damn it, fucker! I'm literally trying to get the fucking... Oh my good lord, in heaven above. Are they opening or closing? I don't even know anymore, dude. Oh. Fuck it, we ball. "84 phases later." I should have watched the Rick Cactus tutorial. They're still open? What is going on? The longest damage phase of all time. Ah, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Like a sniper on is what I need. What happened? I have no clue what's even going on anymore. Damn bees, dude. This is doing Zoetic Lock Set. The Bungie lore way. No cheese. Maybe cheese. I don't even know. This is just goof ass. Don't know what I'm doing. This is the way I'm doing it. Didn't pay attention to the instructions. Instructions too hard. Okay, so I get to do damage for the duration of this blue bar. We need to go this way, and we're gonna need 3. Oh, god damn it. Why? And we need to go this way, and we need 1. Little 17 phaser, you know, no big deal. Huge. What's up? It's good. Right. Where'd that little meatball go? There was a way we had like an explosive like hand cannon we were shooting. Fine, we'll do it the slow way. Bruh, stop. This thing is pushing me back. Dude, what is going on? What is in the way there? A little tiny pillar? Alright, we got that part done, which is good. It wasn't the most efficient. But hey, you know? This is gonna be harder than I thought. I think I'm gonna need to put on like the sunshot or something. I don't think she's going without the freaking explosive. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be one of those days. Oh, come on. We were doing so good. We were doing so good. What is this? What are these physics? Bruh, I'm literally hitting it on as far to the side as I can. Huge. Terror of the Tumbleweed. Hey, we got that part done. I'm happy about it, actually. I made it a lot farther than I thought I would, based on how much I remember. Right. Now I just gotta do the final boss. I feel like the final boss on this one is like... maybe... I feel like it's more about efficiency than like death, if that makes sense. I don't think I'm gonna die on the final boss. Might die here actually though. I know. That was it, right? It's like enter and then what? What am I stuck on? Remember how to do this is the actual final boss here, goddamn. Ugh. What did I need to do? I don't even remember. I got this one symbol up here. Right? And then I had to get like another one. I guess this one? Bruh, what? Fuck my life, dude. Right. Enter symbol is going out from here, going around there. Into the enter one. Alright, that one's just wrong, man. Bruh. This thing is trolling me, dude. It'll go every direction except the actual one that it needs to go. Holy, good lord. That's the real final boss there. Alright, missed the hammer, that was perfect. Alright, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for damage on this guy. I usually, like, sit in the back, so I guess I'll put on Sleeper? That seems like the right play. Wait a minute, crit with Sleeper. Probably use this to, like, open the doors. Let's probably have on Solar and this. That looks good, that looks good, that looks good, that looks good. Alright. It's go time. Let's try to remember these symbols. So one of them is a truth and one of them is a lie, right? Remember that. So you have something, give, or hive. And then you have guardian, kill, witness. Guardian, kill, witness is true. Now the issue is, was it the highlighted one is truth, or is it the highlighted one is the lie? Oh no! I'm gonna say that the highlight is the truth. That's my guess. I forget what I need the unwritten knowledge for. Alright, so going with what I said. So if that's the lie on that side, then make Hive, activate Guardian, and activate Witness. Hive, Guardian, and Witness need to activate it. Oh, I need that buff when I'm in here, and I think they spawn in here, right? Yeah, and then these guys spawn in these things. Bird will drop the lot. I thought the bird dropped Guardian though, so Guardians, that's true though, right? Because Guardian does kill Witness. So turn on Guardian and Witness. Remember which symbols are on which side. Kill. Okay, so I need to get that one. Turn off the side with the Guardians? Really? It's the opposite? Yep. So that side is off then, so I need to turn on Hive, Give, Darkness. What the hell? Oh shit. I didn't realize there was double symbols like that. I need give darkness. Give and darkness. Rotate this motherfucker. God damn it. God, rotate it again. Bruh. This thing. Okay, so that apparently that doesn't go the right direction. Of course, why would it? Which one goes the damn direction I'm trying to go? I'm trying to get this thing. Okay. We got darkness. I'm just gonna find give, dude. Where is give at? I haven't even seen this one. I'll be out here somewhere. Is this give? Oh, that's the witness? Are you kidding me? Bruh. Where the fuck is this symbol, dog? I've looked everywhere. It's not in this room. It's under the stairs? Oh shit. I forgot about the shit under the stairs. Why did they do that? I completely forgot about this shit, dude. Thank you for that. Good lord. Ah. I have done it. With great assistance, I have done it. Okay, fuck you, kid. I gotta just do what? I just fucking click here, click this thing. Fuck ass game. Hello? Oh shit, we were throwing health packs at this guy. I didn't realize he was built like that. I didn't realize he was built like that. God damn. Where did the damn fucking unwritten turd at, guy? Where's he at? I emptied both rooms and he's not here. Supposed to tell me the damn which one's the truth, which one's the lie, but fuck it. Last time it said Guardian kill witness, and that was the one that was the lie? But that's like the truth. The Guardian does kill the witness, so I'm super fucking confused now, dude. I don't even know what the difference between truths and lies are. Fuck it. So you got Traveler, give light. That's true. And then you've got Guardian, worship the fucking witness. That's definitely a lie. So I'm supposed to light up the lie. So I need to light up worship and then turn off give and light. Okay, so turn off give, turn off light. Give is underneath here. That's not light. Light is on the other side, damn it. The fuck? God damn, I am not doing enough damage. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I ain't doing it. I'm gonna be at 7 phaser. Alright. Traveler give hive. That is a lie, so we're gonna light that up. Got pyramid, kill, worm. That's probably true. So we're going to take off kill. Do that. And we need give darkness, or give hive. Really, bro? You throw the hammer right over his motherfucker. Dude, throwing a hammer at these guys is toxic. Ah. There's the damn guys out there. Really? Alright. Hive kill light. That sounds like a lie. Pyramid drink worm. Sounds like it's probably true. So turn on hive and turn on kill. How's it going? It's going good, man. We're staying alive here. This guy do be having some serious health. Turn on hive. And then turn off pyramid. This guy's got some fucking health. Either he's got some health or my damage is just way off. One or the other. I swear I'm doing everything right, though. Obviously, I could be swapping loadouts. Alright, we've got witness, kill, airship. I think that's the lie. Traveler, give. That's true. So turn off hands and turn. On pyramid. No! Fuck. I died so fast. I literally popped my super as soon as my shields. No. No. I literally clicked my super. There's no way. Fuck. Dude, I died so... All those little fucking threadlings got me, dude. Damn it. Damn, I thought I had that. I thought I had that too. Man. It's so bad. Oh, man. That's crazy. It's over just like that, dude. I gotta do it again. I gotta do it again tomorrow, though, because I got no more time left. Fuck, I literally clicked my super, too. I went like this to click the super as I saw my shields break. But as my shields broke, I died. I was messing around too much, though. That knight is really powerful, and those threadlings definitely melt your health. I should have just popped the super as soon as I saw all that, but... Messing around, dude. Fuck, I gotta come back tomorrow. Alright, tomorrow. I'll see you then. Past my bedtime, unfortunately. Streaming late, but I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll get it tomorrow. At least I got to go through, like, and relearn some of this stuff, so tomorrow will be faster, which is good, I guess.